I'm sure they thought everything had been secured. Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming from the bunker system, located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Speaking of bunkers, of alien hybrid, human hybrids, and they found like Iraqi terrorists in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is right down the road. You can look it up online recently, okay? There was some kind of deal and they were selling them stuff that they needed to, do stuff with. It wasn't good anyway, so I'm thinking, and it's quite impervious. I've tried a diamond tip drill and welding torches to get into this alien incubation chamber. The next thing, I bought some of this Angry Orchard. I had enough energy to go into a different thing today. And, they had the cinnamon. It says a touch of cinnamon, sinful apple. And it's, see, I bought beer that says a touch of cinnamon, and it should say a touch of crap, because to extract the hybrid alien DNA for my own experiments, I haven't been able to do it yet. This is, well, I don't know what it's made out of, some kind of like extraterrestrial nanotube plexiglass. This is what my best guess. Personally, I don't like it. It really, only buy beer with a touch of beer in it, not a touch of anything else. There's like so much less room in here now that everything's in the way. I only got 3 records today, so it's not really record day, so I'm not even going to say that up there. I don't even want to call it. This new thing I got to hang on the wall, it shows what Manic Mark looked like at 16 weeks. I picked up a welder, a Miller welder on wheels, a really good one. So I go, okay, the reason we went out was to get lunch, right? And I said, hey, there's always a catch. My wife says, so now what do you want to do? And I'm thinking, well, I know what I want to do, but what does she mean? What do you want to do? Is it really what I want to do? Or is it what she wants me to do with her that I should already have somehow ascertained with mental powers? A new guy with the record store, and he's not like the old guy, and I think he might be getting rid of some of the records that me, Manic Mark, would like. So I'm not sure what the deal is going on. So this is the story leading into the... I go back, I was telling you about the record store guy, so as not to get in trouble. So I think, well, just go for it. There's the record store just down the road, and I can see like all the color drain from her face, the records. I'd like that. I like when I go into a record store and it's quiet. Because it's usually annoying. Whatever they got is annoying. The guy, he's not playing records, but he's listening to the local, like, vintage antique rock hard, and it's just, so you just fill in the blank of whatever's annoying, and you go into a record store and that's playing really loud. Just put it that way. Whatever's annoying to you is playing really loud. So you got to look through. That's why record stores should be perfectly silent, like a library, very quiet. Anyway, okay. So I noticed, I'm trying to figure out the new record store owner, So I'm looking through the new arrivals, and he's got crap in it, like stuff that stuff needs to go into the dollar bin, and there's high prices on it. I'm like, this is really not good. And the dollar bin is full of records that aren't worth $1. And other bins have been like thinned out. I don't know what he's done with most everything. A lot of the other bins have been thinned out. There really wasn't that much, and I'm thinking, this guy is not going to make it, because I go next door to the St. Vincent de Paul, because he's probably throwing away records that I like next door to St. Vincent de Paul. Oh, and did you see, I got to bring this up. Goodwill. You need to get online and find the most recent video about how Goodwill screws its employees, because you will not want to go shopping again at Goodwill. Money grubbing. They use the facade of an organization to screw the poor people that work for them. Okay? I mean, really bad. There's some kind of like law that allows them as an organization to pay people whatever they want, like 40 cents an hour, okay? Now the people that work at Goodwill, I've gone to Goodwills for years and years and years, and all the people that, floor staff and the people I've seen bring stuff out, they all look like they're working, okay? And not at a 40 cents an hour. It's not like all of them have to be sat on and watched all the time, and I'm sure there's some of that, but many of them are disabled like that, okay? They're blind or they got other things, but they're perfect. They get there and they do their work, and they ought to be paid for it. It just really pisses me off. If you have gone there a lot, notice they tend to cherry pick things that someone there thinks is valuable. They kind of like put a high sticker on it and stick it somewhere. Sometimes they do this with records and other types of things. All right. And their prices in general are higher than other thrifts that I've been in. All right. They ask you to round up the change at the register, and you think, oh, well, that's fine, help the veterans. But how much of that money ends up in the veterans' pocket? What's the percentage? All right. And they sell online to make more money. Well, that's all fine and good if they're taking care of their employees, but they're not. Oh, my God. I went on and on about that too long. Anyway, so I go into St. Vincent de Paul, and I'm looking through records, and the nice young lady that works in there was talking to some other lady that works in there, and she said, have you seen Paul Stanley without his makeup? And I'm, not to me, to the lady, and I just overheard, and I think, Paul Stanley? Like the Kiss Paul Stanley? The other lady says, no. And the lady says, holy crap, he's so good looking. And then she said, oh, then the other lady says, well, what was that other guy, that other Kiss guy? Then she said, Kiss. Gene Simmons. And that lady said, he was good looking too. And then the lady said, well, yeah, he's good looking, but Paul Stanley, holy crap. It was so cute. That was like the one lively moment today. Oh, and now the rest of the video. There's records. The 2 records that I found that were thrown away. And then as I'm telling you, he threw out this record, which I may have already had. It seems like at one time I had this Leroy Holmes album, Swing High, Swing Fi. And last but not least, so that's against the eBay seller rules or something like that. Anyway, there's I Spy. It's adjacent to a secret government lab which was bulldozed many years ago, and sometimes stuff washes up, or I go digging and find some interesting things in there, and then we talk about vintage records, and we play a tune, and then sometimes other stuff happens.